You join us here today at Carbonwurks for what is probably the most popular upgrade we do to these i3s and i3Ss. We've got a set of AST springs, but more than that, this is actually a range extender version, which we've not done a great deal on these cars. So we thought this is a great opportunity to film this upgrade. Follow me over to the bench here and I'll show you the rest of the spring setup. But as mentioned, these are AST lowering springs. So in a minute, I'm going to get Sam to measure the car beforehand, and we'll also do a quick measurement afterwards. I'm going to take a short drive to settle it before we do the alignment, which is something, again, we've dialed in over the years now, given the fact we've done so many of these cars. So we're looking, I think, around the 25mm mark in terms of how much it will lower. It's a little bit more aggressive than the likes of an iMac kit, but not too much, so it still retains good ride comfort. But enough about this. I just want to get Sam cracking into this one because I'm keen to see what this car looks like at the end. Wait until the end to see the drive-bys and a few bits of B-roll, and we'll hook up the time-lapse now. So enjoy the video. I'm just going to get Sam to do the measurements and we'll see you at the end.
So as per Dan's request, we'll go with a quick check of the ride height to begin with. So at the front here we have got 740, so 74 centimetres floor to arch. And the rear here is, get it in line, 742, so 74.2 centimetres. AST quote 20 to 25mm drop with these springs, which is what we're hoping for. It's worth noting this is a 2017 car, so it will have settled over time and mileage of use on the original springs, but yeah, again, hopefully within that window of 20 to 25mm. So I'm going to crack on, get these springs on, do the same measurement again after a road test to allow the springs to settle, and we'll see where we're at. So the installation and alignment is all now done and dusted. So just for the benefit of you guys, we'll have a quick ride height check to make sure we've achieved what AST promised. So on the front, we've got 720mm, which is a 20mm drop from the original. And then on the back, we have just under 720mm again. So that's in the region of 25mm drop at the rear, probably because you've got the little motorbike engine in the back as a range extender, a bit of added weight. So it's probably settled down a little bit more from where it is with a few more miles of driving. We've been out and done 10-15 miles that we normally would do. But obviously, certainly with battery range, we haven't got all day to go out driving around to get your suspension to settle in. So we'll leave that for its following journeys. But yeah, I'm happy. Alignment's all done, all come up in the green, which is great. Slight tweak as per our personal recipe, which hopefully the customer will be happy with. And I'll fire you back over to Dan to round up the video.
And that about wraps things up here today at Carbonwurks. So the car has now been finished up with the AST springs. I've driven it both before and after, as well post alignment, and I'm really impressed. This does feel a little bit more compliant than some of the other i3s that I've actually driven. Given the fact that this is done 3 times the mileage of my personal i3, I'm actually very impressed. So it rides really well. Given the fact that it's a range extender model, you can feel a little bit more weight in the back end, which can make the front feel a bit floaty. But fortunately, with what we do with the geometry and alignment setup, we've managed to kind of overcome that and negate the sort of slightly wafty feeling on the front end. So drives really nicely now, still retains its comfort, looks fantastic as well. Expect the front to go a little bit lower once it's settled in, but as a whole, looks good, drives good. Combined with some wheel spaces that this has on of ours that we supplied, looks the part. So thank you guys very much for watching. That's i3 number 1 done for 2025. See you soon.